for staying with us here on the papers. Let's quickly return to the Sunday Independent for you. Our next story here, just above the nameplate, it says POS Operators Registration Law after extension of deadline. The writer says bad network financial constraint blamed for poor compliance. Accord Party State Chairman gets appointments in Makide's government. That's interesting. Accord Party State Chairman gets appointments in Makide's government. You find that on page 5 of the Daily Sunday Independent today. Group advocates transparent appointment of judges for Edo Ondo election petitions. That's on page 7 of the Sunday Independent. Vote buying widespread amidst tight security in historic Edo Guba poll. All of those details are on page 2 of the paper, Sunday Independent. Two riders, APC, PDP, and neck and neck in 97.63 uploaded votes by midnight. Yaga Africa oversees large EFCC security agencies' performance. Palliative distribution chaotic as Abuja residents throng collection centers. What else? Stakeholders slam FG over cumbersome payments process. All of those on page 3. A consequential salaries adjustments committee completes work, signs MOU with FG. IGR deductions, Kayamo to meet aviation agencies, union leaders. Tinubu's government sliding into dictatorship, analysts insists authoritarianism is staring Nigerians in the face. Cites intimidation of unionists, activists with arrests, detention. Those are all on page 4 of the Sunday Independent. All right. Let's move on to our next paper now, which is the Sunday Punch for you. Quite loaded front page of the Sunday Punch with pictures of some of the candidates in the Edo State governorship election. All right, but let's start with the headlines above the nameplate of the Sunday Punch this morning. What do we have? It says most filling stations yet to get Dangote petrol. Ipman, most filling stations yet to get Dangote petrol. Ipman, how the elderly PWDs brave downpour to cast votes in Edo, quite encouraging and inspiring. Joshua suffers devastating second KO loss. Women should not let career success damage family life. Non-Generian. Right, GHQ denies detaining naval rating for 6 years. House and Fs joined I am a chosen trend. Edo poll, Igodalo, Okpewolo in tight race as INEC uploads results. The riders read APC eyes lead in Edo North, PDP in South. Akbata loses polling units. Oshomole Igodalo trade words over vote buying. You find those interesting details on page 3 of the Sunday Punch. Let's bring it down a notch higher below. Behind the glamour, Lagos fashion show hit by rape extortion allegations. Local condom production begins soon. That's according to NACA Director General. Voter apathy, slow starts, Makwara, Imo, Enugu, LG polls. All right, pick up a copy of the Punch this morning and take a look at the details for yourself. But then it takes us next to other papers. Let's turn now to the Sunday Telegraph for you. All right, on the front page of the Sunday Telegraph, the stories or the headlines above the nameplates. First one here, Sunday Telegraph has a picture of the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari. It says FG Libya in talks over $13 billion 5,600 kilometer gas pipeline project. That sounds quite ambitious. All right, another story here with a picture of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu. It says 2027 politics delays Tinubu's cabinet reshuffle. Some ministers to go, others to swap portfolios. There are sources. All right, find details on page 4 of Sunday Telegraph. And then on the left end of the paper, MPC, financial experts want halts in interest rates. On ending crisis, PDP BOT shops for Damago's replacements. Why I grounded my private jets by Senator Kalu. Zamfara APC tells FG to declare emergency on states. What's more, Edo 2024, Igodalo Okpemolo in two-horse race at Trails. Riders battle for Edo Central. APC shows strength in North Senatorial Districts. PDP strong in South, optimistic of landslide. High security turnout mark peaceful process. Sounds great. Very contrary to permutations prior to the election day. Mixed fortunes as Enugu, Kwara, Imo, Sokoto hold LG polls. 4 riders with that headline. APC LP Abga protest in Enugu. It's democracy in action, says Governor Mba. Poll of fraud in Imo, PDP, Sokoto, Kwara governors hail processes. JTF busts for gunmen's camp in Anambra, recovers explosives, 3 stolen vehicles. These are headlines for you to look at when you take a look at the Sunday Telegraph today. Right, let's turn to Sunday Times. It's a Sunday, so every paper apparently comes with Sunday as part of its. All right, so the Sunday Times is what we're looking at next. And we'll begin with the stories at the very top of it. Overcoming scarcity of teachers in present economy, page 19, is where those details await you on today's issue of, this week's issue of the Sunday Times. Edo 2024, PDP, APC in tight race for government house as LP drops off. CSOs bemoan vote buying with bread. 5,000 naira. I'm not satisfied with the process. Ighodalo, that's the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, airing his view about his assessment of the process. Angst trails Kyari's continued stay in office amid scarcity, high cost of fuel. Kogi Governor's Lodge invasion, youth group seeks resignation of EFCC boss. Adesowa Ogyoze, a pathetic story of innocent Nigerian tycoon handed for 3 years by FBI. You'll find that on the Sunday Times, and I'm sure that will make an interesting read for you as well. But then we'll move away from the Sunday Times now to look at the Sunday Tribune as well. All right, let's see the front page of the Sunday Tribune and what it says to us here. We'll begin with the big story on the front page of the Sunday Tribune. Edo decides new governor emerges today. 2 riders. INEC uploads results to RF portal. PDP APC candidates boasts of victory. Igbo's silence, not affirmation or support for Tinubu's government. There's Abga BOT chair there talking. Military arrests more gun runners in Plateau. Recovers additional weapons. WHO donates cholera malnutrition treatment kits to Borno flood victims. Nigerian Parliament declares support for them. Large turnout as LG polls hold in 4 states. APC assures of victory in Kwara. PDP calls for reschedule of poll. Late arrival of materials disrupts process in Imo. Heat-free polls in Sokoto, Enugu. Well, that's the reason some persons would rather refer to it as a mixed fortunes. But let's go above the nameplate of the Sunday Tribune. Hope rises for sickle cell sufferers as LUTH Foundation treat patients with bone marrow transplants. Adeleke announces salary increase for teaching, non-teaching staff of Uni Osun. I'm very sure it's a cause for celebration for members of staff of University of Osun. All right, let's turn to the Vanguard newspaper. This time we're starting from the stories above the nameplate. My people in Ipman are fighting me because of daughters. Pretty Okafor president says that's on page 11. All right, what's more? TB Joshua's widow, 4 others struggle to keep massive crowds of late husbands, mega churches. And then we turn to other headlines for you. 2027 permutation splits PDP governors. Edo poll, APC, PDP in tight race, LP struggles. And let's see what the writers say. We are leading comfortably, APC. PDP fires back, respects people's will. Impressive turnout as voters defy rain. Akpata loses polling units to Ighodalo. Obaseki, Oge win units. Oshomole shows might in Esako. Beavers malfunctions in Shuaibu's units. Police arrest suspected vote buyers, thugs with guns. And then let's see, on the front page you find pictures of the candidates of the APC, LP and PDP. They're casting their votes and showing off. All right. Here it says, I would choose Skeets making over 9 to 5 job any day. Uche Leona. LUTH breakthrough in sickle cell treatment. What's more? Emir Sanusi opens up in book. Intrigues power play that led to ouster as CBN governor in 2013. Kano monarch in 2020. That's on page 5. All right, of today's issue of the Sunday Vanguard. All right, boxing, the boy knocks out Joshua, second KO in a row. That's quite depressing. Tinubu pens romantic message to wife at 64. Your love sustains me. That's quite a beautiful thing to write to one's hubby, particularly on their birthday. All right. Let's go end it up by looking at the Sunday Punch for you this morning. Let's turn to the Sunday Punch, which is, the Sunday Sun, I should say. We had looked at the Punch earlier. This turns out to be our last paper on this edition of the program. Says on the Sunday Sun, it says LG polls. Mba hails exercise in Enugu, says it's democracy in action. Anxiety as cases of missing persons spiral. That's a very interestingly sad stories on page 6. 70,000 naira minimum wage. FG warns private employers over compliance. Edo Guba poll. Okpebolo Ighodalo in tight race. LP Solumide Akpata defeated in his polling units. T. Mark reveals the secrets of his still looking young at 76, his love for flutes, dogs. You can read that up on, let's see for you, page 3 of the Sunday Sun newspaper. Turns out that's all we have for you on the Sunday Sun and across all the major dailies that were brought your way today. But again, one thing is common. All the papers, top to bottom, that we've looked at this morning, feature one story or another about the Edo poll, which, by the way, started yesterday. Vote ended yesterday, but counting is for today. And hopefully, all else equal, a winner will be announced by INEC today. So trust Global Television to follow the details for you. Of course, also give you announcement of results as released by INEC and no one else. Please avoid fake news. Be sure that the results you're announcing and posting across your social media handles are the ones released by INEC, because INEC is the only agency of government that has the mandate to conduct elections in Nigeria and, of course, announce those results. All right, that's all. We'll take a break quickly, everyone. When we return, the rest of the program will come your way. To stay with us. Morning is your ultimate destination for engaging political and economic matters. I am Uyi Agmofrebe.
And don't forget to include social discussions. Tune in every weekdays from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I am Queen Agaba.
For insightful breakfast ideas, business summaries, sports highlights, international and local news perspective, I am Anthony Momodu.
Don't miss the in-depth analysis of current and political issues by the Global Morning team and experts. I am Jumai Manson.
Catch Global Morning here on Global Television. Getting on the action. I am Edikan Michael.
We are
The Global Morning team.